the school's haunted hallway. The illustrious Oxford Academy, perched atop a hill with a history stretching back several centuries, was a fortress of knowledge. Its alumni included renowned scientists, writers, and even several world leaders. But for all its academic achievements, the school held a particular corridor on the third floor which was seldom used and hardly spoken about. Cecilia was a passionate historian and had recently joined Oxford Academy as a teacher. Eager to explore every corner of her new workplace, she began digging into the school's extensive archives. During her research, she stumbled upon an old journal that hinted at the forgotten history of the school. It was said that many years ago, this particular corridor was used by a brilliant yet reclusive teacher, Professor Lucius. Known for his eccentricities, he would spend hours upon hours in his classroom, often late into the night. Rumors circulated that Lucius was working on a groundbreaking invention, though no one was privy to its nature. But one fateful day, a blinding light emanated from his classroom, followed by a deafening explosion. By the time help arrived, Lucius was nowhere to be found, and his room was sealed off. This tragic incident faded into obscurity over time, but some claimed the corridor was haunted. Whispers spoke of strange shadows and eerie sounds echoing during late hours, and thus, students and staff alike avoided it. But Cecilia, ever the curious soul, was undeterred. The historian in her sought truth, not rumors. Determined to uncover what had transpired all those years ago, she decided to spend a night in the corridor. As darkness enveloped the school, Cecilia set up her equipment in the hallway. Hours passed with nothing out of the ordinary. Just as she was about to call it a night, a dim glow began to emanate from under the door of Lucius' classroom. The door slowly creaked open, revealing a room untouched by time. Dust-covered tables, old parchments scattered about, and at the center of it all, a peculiar device that pulsed with light. Overwhelmed with curiosity, Cecilia began examining the device. She quickly realized that it was an intricate model of our universe, with celestial bodies orbiting in harmonious patterns. It seemed Lucius had been working on understanding the mysteries of spacetime itself. Suddenly, the room was filled with a ghostly presence. A spectral figure, unmistakably Lucius, appeared before her. Instead of fear, Cecilia felt a strange connection. Lucius, it seemed, was trapped in a temporal loop, forever bound to the moment of his greatest discovery and subsequent demise. Realizing the device was the key, Cecilia started adjusting its components. Drawing from her vast knowledge of history and science, the room trembled as the boundaries of time began to shift. With one final twist, the device emitted a bright light, and when it subsided, the spectral figure was gone. As dawn broke, the school woke up to find the haunted corridor transformed. The door to Lucius' classroom stood open, revealing a room filled with sunlight and devoid of its mysterious device. The spirits of the past had found their peace. Cecilia's brave endeavor became the stuff of legends, and the corridor, once avoided, became a place of inspiration. Instead of haunting tales, students would gather to discuss groundbreaking ideas and innovations, honoring the legacy of a teacher whose thirst for knowledge was truly timeless. The amazing aquarium visit. Sunlight filtered through vast panes of glass, illuminating the marine world below. Vibrant corals reached upwards, their colors contrasting with the deep blue of the water. Schools of fish darted around, their scales shimmering. It was more than just a display of marine life, it was an immersion into another realm. Sophie and James, best friends and marine biology enthusiasts, were first-timers to this renowned aquarium. Both were eager to explore every nook and cranny, but their primary goal was the mysterious deep sea exhibit, a place few ventured into due to the spine-chilling tales associated with it. As they journeyed through various sections, they encountered wondrous creatures, majestic sea turtles, playful dolphins, and elusive octopi. But as the day waned, it was time for the main event. Upon entering the deep sea exhibit, the atmosphere changed instantly. The light was dimmer, mirroring the natural environment of the deep ocean. Creatures seldom seen by human eyes floated past, translucent jellies, bioluminescent fish, and enormous squids with eyes the size of dinner plates. As they walked, they noticed a crowd gathered around a peculiar tank. Inside, a creature unlike any other they had seen, a unique jellyfish, radiating a spectrum of colors. As they drew closer, a staff member began explaining its legend. This jellyfish, known as the Oracle, was believed to have the power to show glimpses of the future to those who truly understood the ocean's essence. It was a tale passed down through generations, dismissed by many as a mere myth. But Sophie and James, with their passion for marine life, felt an inexplicable connection. They gazed intently at the oracle, their minds open and receptive. The waters around the jellyfish began to swirl, and its colors became even more vibrant. Suddenly, the two friends were no longer in the aquarium. They found themselves diving deep into the ocean, surrounded by its inhabitants. They witnessed coral reefs rejuvenating, sea creatures thriving, and humans and marine life coexisting harmoniously. It was a vision of a possible future where the ocean was respected, protected, and cherished. As quickly as it began, the vision faded, and Sophie and James found themselves back in the aquarium, surrounded by curious onlookers. The oracle, having shared its wisdom, returned to its tranquil state. Overwhelmed by the experience, the duo left the aquarium with a renewed sense of purpose. They knew the vision wasn't a guarantee but a potential future that required hard work, dedication, and above all, a love for the ocean. Driven by the oracle's message, Sophie and James collaborated on various marine conservation projects. They championed the cause of the oceans, ensuring that the vision they had seen wasn't just a fleeting dream but a reality waiting to be achieved. Their visit to the aquarium was not just an educational experience but a transformative one. proving that sometimes the answers we seek are found in the most unexpected of places. The curious case of the missing cake. In a cozy kitchen filled with the aroma of freshly baked goods, a dilemma unfolded. On the polished wooden counter lay a tray, which until moments ago held a beautifully decorated three-tiered cake, ready for the town's annual dessert competition. Marie, the renowned baker of the town, stared at the empty tray in disbelief. She had worked tirelessly on that cake, ensuring that every layer, frosting, and decoration was perfect. The cake was meant to be her crowning achievement, yet now it was nowhere to be found. Beside her stood Alex, her ever-curious neighbor, known for his knack for solving minor mysteries in town. With a keen eye, he surveyed the room. There were no signs of forced entry, and apart from the missing cake, everything seemed in its place. "Any idea who could have done this?" Alex inquired. Marie thought for a moment. "Only 3 people knew about the cake: Lucy, my assistant; Thomas, my rival baker; and Elise, the event organizer." Alex decided to start his investigation with Lucy. They found her in the storage room, arranging ingredients. When asked about the cake, her eyes widened in surprise. "I saw it when I left for lunch and returned to find it gone. I assumed Marie had moved it." Next, they approached Thomas, whose bakery stood across the street. With a smug expression, Thomas said, "Why would I want her cake when I'm confident in my creations?" Quote, but his eyes darted briefly to a trail of frosting on his apron. The final visit was to Elise, busy overseeing the competition's preparations. She sighed, "I've had so much on my plate, I haven't even seen Marie's cake yet. I hope it's found soon. The competition won't be the same without it." With no solid leads, Alex and Marie returned to the bakery, pondering the mystery. As Alex retraced their steps, something caught his eye: a series of faint frosting footprints leading to the basement door. They followed the trail, and as they descended the stairs, a soft humming sound reached their ears. In the dimly lit basement corner, they found a sight that left them both stunned. There sat Marie's pet parrot, surrounded by crumbs, remnants of frosting, and bits of cake. The bird had managed to carry off the cake piece by piece. While it was a sight of despair for Marie, the parrot seemed rather pleased with its sweet feast. Marie sighed. "I guess there won't be a cake entry from me this year." Alex chuckled. "Well, at least we solved the mystery. And on the bright side, someone genuinely appreciated your cake, even if it wasn't the judges." The competition went on, and while Marie didn't win that year, she earned a tale that the town would talk about for years to come. Sometimes, the most unexpected culprits lead to the most memorable stories.